Hey guys, Justin Bryant here from selfmadesuccess.com, and I want to teach you real fast my 5 best social media sites for getting blog traffic and increasing your blog visitors, getting you leads, getting you sales, things like that. Now you might think, well, it's obvious why, it's probably just Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google Plus, just the mainstream social media sites, but that's actually entirely wrong. And with my blog, selfmadesuccess.com, which is more of a business type of site, it covers marketing. I cover how to help entrepreneurs. I cover personal development. I help entrepreneurs and I help business owners. Okay, that is what the site is geared towards. And my top 5 social media traffic sources are actually all sites you might not even think would be up there, except for maybe one of them. Okay, so I'm going to go down the list of my top 5 social media sites for getting blog traffic, and these are the ones that actually convert into blog visitors and don't just get engagements or things like that. Okay, so number 1, as you can see, I'm already on StumbleUpon, and StumbleUpon is a great site for getting blog traffic, and if you share your stuff on StumbleUpon consistently, it can easily be your number 1 social media traffic source. You can get hundreds of people. I've gotten close to 1,000 people a day at times with my blog just from StumbleUpon traffic. So if you can get people to like your stuff on StumbleUpon, it'll get a lot of views if it's on a popular topic. Okay, so share your stuff on StumbleUpon from your blog. It could be one of your top sources of traffic. Number 2, Twitter. Twitter is actually this is actually my number 2 source of traffic for my blog, and what you can do is actually get a lot of different resources that are free for Twitter that actually help you to automatically share your blog posts on Twitter, and even share old posts using a plugin called Revive Old Post. Okay, so I recommend you get that if you're using WordPress. It'll help you get more Twitter traffic, and as you grow your following, the more traffic you'll get from that without having to share it all yourself. Or I recommend using Hootsuite or Buffer or Social Oomph, things like that. But there's a lot of tools for Twitter, but Twitter is just a great place for blogs, and it's my number 2 overall social media traffic site for getting visitors from social media. And number 3 is actually one that you might not have ever heard of, and I didn't know this was really considered a social media site until I checked my Google Analytics, and it's actually my number 3 overall traffic source for from the social media type of site. And Hacker News is basically a place where you just submit articles, people can upvote them, and the more upvotes you get and the more people on here, the more traffic you get. But there's a lot of just interesting articles on here about different things, and if it has a good headline, you'll get a lot of traffic from it. And this has actually just recently become one of my top social media traffic sources. So I recommend you share your stuff not only on StumbleUpon and Twitter, but also on Hacker News, which is actually news.ycombinator.com is where you submit it, and it'll look like this. So number 4 is Pinterest traffic. Okay, I used to not even care about Pinterest, but Pinterest is actually my number 4 social media traffic source right now for my blog, and it's gone up dramatically lately because of as you can see, all these pictures, they actually have like the title of the blog post in them. Like this one has the title of the blog post in it. If you start doing stuff like that, which is what I started doing with my images, I'd have an image and then use the actual post from that, the actual title of the post, and put it on the image with in the corner I put a little label of selfmadesuccess.com, which is what I'm promoting. So if you share it on Pinterest and you make sure and brand every picture and put the title of the blog post in the pictures, you'll get a lot more shares and a lot more traffic. Make sure your link is also in the description of the photo on Pinterest. Okay, so that's number 4 of my social media traffic sites. And number 5 is actually kind of a new one. It's called Footboard. And Footboard is basically you make magazines, okay, and you go through here, you can find these, and what you can do is reflip them. You can like them, comment. When you reflip it, it adds it to your own magazine, or like a little curation type thing. So you have your own little, it's kind of like Scoop It and maybe Pinterest combined. I don't know really how to describe it, but you make these magazines, and I have a specific magazine called Self-Made Success Blog Magazine, and I got this idea from Jeff Bullis. You may have heard of him. He's a big-time social media guy, and at jeffbullis.com if you want to check him out. And he was getting a ton of traffic from Footboard, and it's a relatively new social media site, so I decided to check it out. And now they're my number 5 source of social media traffic. They're even better than Google Plus and Facebook and LinkedIn and even Tumblr. So just because it might be the biggest social media site doesn't mean it's going to actually convert into blog visitors. No matter how many followers you have, I recommend you use StumbleUpon, Twitter, Hacker News, Pinterest, and Footboard as your 5 main social media sites for getting blog traffic, and I think you'll do well, and I think you'll get great results like I have. Okay, so those are my top 5 social media sources for my blog. If you like the video, if you learned something you may have not heard before, please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and leave me a comment in the bottom to add to the conversation. Let me know if you like the video, or if you want to add to it, add some of your top sources of traffic. And I'll see you in the next video. That's it for this one, and don't forget to visit us at selfmadesuccess.com, and I hope you have a great day.